Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live today around the country. We've got teams all over tonight watching us here at DuePoint. We're excited about that. Well, I was talking to our wealth engineers before we started this evening, and the growth we're seeing across the country at the moment is just awesome. To see the provinces, every one of the provinces every day building with DuePoint makes us excited. And it's the end of the year too. It's when everything slows down and we're seeing people getting moving with DuePoint. It's super, super exciting. I hope you guys have been following us on Facebook. There's been some marvelous stuff on there recently, really to help you. But if you're brand new this evening and you're a guest with us this evening, well then I encourage you to spend sort of 30-40 minutes with me now getting to understand what we do at DuePoint, and then you'll understand why we are so excited about what we're doing here. To start with this evening, ladies and gentlemen, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. That's important to note. You might not have heard of DuePoint before. By the end of this evening, you'll understand why. Firstly, we're a division, not a company. The company we're part of is a long-standing listed company, started in 1952. So we are 66 years old this year, nearly 7 decades old. You'll find us listed on the JSE under Conduit Capital. You can also find us and all of our licenses at the FSCA on their website. Just go there, look us up, and get confidence in who you are dealing with. We're an authorized and registered financial services provider. We're a long-term and short-term licensed insurance company. This is not something that's new. It's not something that has just cropped up out of nowhere, and it's not something that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. We want you to have confidence in what you do here because you're going to be spending time with us here at DuePoint. We're also a very real business, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to find all of us here. We put this, as we usually do, in beauty order. I haven't said that in a while, and people were starting to think that Rob was more beautiful than me, but it's not true. This is the order of beauty. I am the most beautiful here, and you will find me here, as well as the rest of my team here, from Monday to Saturday every week of the year, every week of the month. Guys, get around here. If you're ever in Joburg, come and visit us. I challenge you. There's so much stuff out there at the moment where you cannot go to the office and visit them. You cannot meet the people. You can't speak to the executive team behind it. But here at DuePoint you can. And so I encourage you at any point in time, come through, come and meet us, come see the building, get to know who we are. We want your confidence with us because you're going to be spending time with us. So what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we have two objectives at DuePoint. Our primary objective, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're a wealth creation company. We are in the business of creating wealth for the average South African. You'll find if you go to any other wealth creation company in South Africa, go to the major banks, they've got a wealth creation division or a capital market division or all of that sort of jazz. They'll be looking for high net worth individuals. That makes up less than 0.5% of us, as you know. They're going to want you to come and invest millions of rands in order to create more millions for you. Now, the rest of us just don't have the millions of rands to go there. So what we did is we created a company that creates wealth for the average South African. What is wealth? Wealth is money that's there every month on a recurring basis, steadfast, reliable. You can forecast on it, and you know what is coming every month from it. We are not a cash-in-transit business. You don't come here to DuePoint to buy and sell products. If you've been following us on Facebook, you would have seen a nice quote from Anna today, who's been fighting with you guys over the phone over this very issue. We don't sell things here at DuePoint. We're going to set you free from that. Nobody wants to sell stuff anymore. We're sick and tired of it. The Chinese come here with their cheap knockoff products, and then we have to sell it to our friends. We don't want to do that. Or we get really high quality products coming in from the US and Europe that are so unaffordable that we can't afford them here. No, we're tired. We're tired of selling things, and we're also tired of the fact that when you sell something, you get cash in the moment. That's why I call it cash in transit. The cash is only in your wallet while it is in transit. It comes in and bang, it's gone. And your personal circumstances, your personal financial economy has not changed. It's not changed. You're still as poor as you were before. You haven't got a new house and a new car, even though sometimes they'll promise you it on their websites. Nothing's changed. Here at DuePoint, we're in the business of building wealth. When you build wealth that is a recurring, reliable income, you are now in a position to change your circumstances. It is a permanent change to your financial position. That is what we do at DuePoint. Our hope is that when we do that, we start unplugging you from all of the things in life that are absolutely killing us. Again, I've been reading some articles this week on how people are drowning in debt in South Africa. Absolutely drowning. And one of the reasons South Africans are drowning in debt is because they don't believe they ever owe the money. But it has dire consequences for them. I got the car, I tricked the bank out of the money, and now I've got the car. The next minute, the car, the house, their clothes, and their family have all been sold to pay for that debt. The average South African forget that when you borrow money from something as big as a bank, they're going to hunt you down. They're going to find you, and they're going to take that money back one way or another. We don't want you in that situation. We've got to get South Africans out of that situation. There should only be a certain percentage of the economy that's using debt to leverage themselves. The rest should be cash flush. And that is what we hope to do with our wealth creation here at DuePoint. Our second objective at DuePoint is that we want to get people and South Africans back involved in the financial services sector in South Africa. It is massively regulated at the moment. I mean, more than any other industry in South Africa. And as a result, most of us are not involved. You'll know why if you've ever tried to get into the financial services sector. You need to have licenses, you need to have written regulatory exams, you have to have certain levels of education and qualification and experience. It pushes out 99% of South Africans. We believe at DuePoint we've created and opened a window to let South Africans back in again, get the populace working in the biggest sector of our economy again. With those two objectives put together, ladies and gentlemen, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as individuals to contract with us as wealth engineers. As wealth engineers, you are given one task. No selling. Remember, we don't sell stuff here. No advertising or marketing. Well, we're not talking about products, so you don't have to do any of that. We leave you with one task, the task simply of connecting people to us. As you connect people to us, you expand our market space and shape and size in South Africa and allow us to sell more products as the insurance company, and that creates revenues, greater revenues. Greater revenues mean we're able to create a recurring extra income for you. We don't sell products that you buy once off here. We deal with financial services and lifestyle products. They run on automatic debit orders, which means that every month they go off, every month your income comes in. I was loving it. On Facebook this week, we had somebody say, please provide proof of payment. I'm waiting for my wealth engineers. Upload your in-contact SMSs. Upload it. Show them a screenshot. Because how many places do they go to where they've been promised riches and fame and black Range Rovers and red Ferraris, and nobody gets anything? Here at DuePoint, I want you guys, respond to those people who've asked for proof of payment. Put up your SMS in contact. Show people how every month we pay them. Every month without failure from the very first month that we opened DuePoint. You are dealing with a homegrown South African insurance company. You know where we are, for goodness sake. I can't not pay you. You'll come and find me in my house. This is not some kind of Chinese knockoff where they're on the other side of Africa, or maybe in China, but probably just the other side of Africa, stealing your money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a long-term licensed insurance company. We pay. And as a result of paying, we also put you in a position where you don't have to worry about those things that come with stock. You know this. What comes with stock? Well, you've got to buy it first, which means now you've got to try and get it shipped from Joburg to you wherever you are. Then it goes off on the truck down there, so you have to send it back for more stock. Then your friends don't want to buy it, and then you go back to them next month and they want to buy it again. There's no recurring wealth in that. At DuePoint, our debit orders run every month on our financial services products, and every month you get paid. That is what wealth is. That is what creating income does here at DuePoint. And we know, folks, that you don't have time. That's the common excuse. I don't have time to do this. Well, welcome to the club, guys. So Thursday night, it's Pooza Thursday, for goodness sake, and where are we all sitting? Right here. You in front of a TV screen, us right here. Nobody's got time in South Africa. We know that. But the wonderful thing about DuePoint is we were built in South Africa. So we built the system so that it would buy your time back. That one thing that you're being stolen, so it's being stolen from you, your time, and the other thing you can't improve, your income. Those are the two things that we do here at DuePoint. We built the system so that you can create teams here. We call them channels. These channels create income for you 24 hours a day. That's called leverage. You now have leverage. You're not left to your own devices. You're not left to yourself. We talk to a lot of wealth engineers that join us and then struggle. Some leave, some slow down. And I say to them, what are you going to be left with if you walk out of here? Only yourself. That's it. And we're stuck there, aren't we? How often do you find yourself in the dark alone, asking yourself, how? How am I going to change the life that I'm living? I'm tired of the life I'm living. How many of you ask yourself that question? I think all of you. I think all of us have been alone in the dark at least once, maybe every day, where we go, it's just me and I can't win. Here at DuePoint, we change that. Here it's no longer just you. Here it's you and a channel of individuals, a team of individuals that are going to create income for you 24 hours a day, perhaps and hopefully for your entire life. This has been built for South Africans in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we allow you to do this as well at no cost. Here at DuePoint, we're not out to take your money. That's the other thing about products, aren't they? When you have to take products, you've got to buy the starter kit. And once the starter kit's just $5,000. Just 5 grand and you can get started. Or if it's Bitcoin, it's 35,000 rand. But whatever it might be, you are losing money on day one, and then you struggle over the next few months to put a team together, and you have lost money. Here at DuePoint, we don't ask for that. There's no starter fees, no starter kits, no starter manuals, no application form fees, no monthly fees of any kind. We don't take your money, we build wealth here at DuePoint. And so, to get started is simply a case of picking up the tool and getting going with us. You don't need any education, you don't need any qualifications. Why? Because we don't talk about product here at DuePoint. We're not selling, remember? So you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not intermediaries, you don't give advice, you don't compare products, you don't even recommend here at DuePoint. When somebody says to you, which product should I take? You go, I don't care. I don't care. Here is all about building wealth. You pick the product you want. I don't care. Go to DuePoint's website. Go to their videos. They'll tell you there what products you should have or shouldn't have. Folks, we've built this system for you. We've built it for you, and we've built it for every South African so that every South African can be building an asset. Because what is an asset? An asset is freedom. An asset is there producing income every single month. Nothing that you have right now is an asset. Nothing. Doesn't matter what they promised you on Facebook and Google. Come here and build an asset. Well, you haven't got an asset until it produces an income every single month for you. Until you can price it and sell it. Can any of you sell what you have built before anywhere else? Can you take it and actually sell it to someone else? Here at DuePoint you can. Will it be left behind to your children when you pass away one day? Here it will be. The channel you build, the income you create, will be handed to your children when you pass away one day. That's what an asset is. That means that you create generational wealth here. That's the thing that we don't do as South Africans. We don't create generational wealth. What did your parents leave you? What are you going to leave to your children? Right now the answer is no. Remember that dark space in the middle of the night when you're going, it's just me and I don't know what to do? Include in that conversation, you leave nothing for your children. Here at DuePoint we change that again. This is a 70-year-old insurance company. We're a generational company. We're thinking about you, and we're thinking about the generations to come. And this asset you build with us is something you will hand on and over to your children. We've also built DuePoint so that you can be proud of it. One of the things that I get the most frustrated with is when people come to me and say they'd rather sleep in a cardboard box under a bridge than be part of DuePoint because it's embarrassing. Really? I don't think they thought that through. Do you know how embarrassing sleeping in a cardboard box under a bridge is? It's way more embarrassing than saying, hey, I'm building wealth and I'm building a change for myself and my future. Here at DuePoint, we've done everything to eliminate your embarrassment. You're embarrassed about selling? Good news, no selling. You can say, oh, Brendan, I don't have the personality. No, you do. Everybody has the personality for DuePoint. Even those that have no personality have the personality for DuePoint. There is no selling here at all. You don't need to be a marketer. But if you are a great salesperson, you're perfect here too. It's perfect for everyone. There's no products, so you don't have to be embarrassed about selling, as I said, the cheap knockoff products or the super expensive, nobody can afford products. And you don't have to do any presentations here at DuePoint. Not ever. Here at DuePoint, we do the presentations for you, and we're in your pocket 24 hours a day because of the technology that we use. This is the best company that we know of in this industry today, making it possible for you to actually be proud of creating wealth outside of a normal job. That's what we do here. We leave you with one task. The one task of connecting people to us. That's it. And connecting people to us is not talking to them about products. That's the big switch you've got to flick. The question of connecting people to us is, do you require income? Yes. Watch this. Now, we give you 4 ways of connecting people to us here at DuePoint. The first way is through our memory stick. You struggle with data? No longer a concern for you. Not at all. Oh, this business is all online and we can't do it. No, you can. It's 170 Rand. You buy a USB stick from our information counter, or you order it from client services, guys. Pick the phone up and we have it delivered to you. That USB stick you plug into a TV or computer, and there's our presentation for you. 24 hours a day. We're ready on that USB stick for you. You click play and we're doing the presentation for you. Second way is you can bring people here to our studio and be part of our studio audience. We present out of this room 7 times a week. 7 times, guys. Monday through Saturday, night times, lunch times, mornings. No, I'm always busy. You can't be busy 6 days a week, different times of the day. We'll find a slot that's perfect for you and your friends. Bring them here. Bring them here. If you're not in Joburg or you can't get to the office, you use our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is the core of this business. It's got every single thing you need on it. And most of the provinces, as I was talking about earlier, are alive and kicking because they use our YouTube channel to demonstrate DuePoint to the nation right now. You are 1 click away always with DuePoint of the entire presentation, summaries, products, training. Everything you need is on our YouTube channel. It's the most awesome, awesome tool available for you 24 hours a day, guys. So even if you can't be here when we're live, you push play and we're there ready to give you the presentation and your acquaintances the presentation. And then the fourth way of connecting people to DuePoint is through our live broadcasts. If you like watching us live, if you go, no, the people I show these videos to won't believe me until they see it for real, fantastic. We give you that option too. You simply click a button on your app or on YouTube, and you are live in the room with us, as many of you are this evening. You get to see us in full HD surround sound. Guys, it doesn't get better than this anywhere else. If somebody walks up to you with a pile of application forms, you know you're going back to the 1990s. Here in 2018, you click a button on your phone any time of the day, and you're live with DuePoint. We don't believe there's any other companies in South Africa producing this level of live content every single day for you. We make it easy so that you have one thing to do. No matter how busy you are, no matter what title you have, no matter how special you think you are, all you need to do any time of the day is click play, and when you click play, you are building wealth with DuePoint. That's it. And I think sometimes because we're so simple and because we're so polished that people don't believe us. They go, no, this is too simple. It's too simple. I don't like it. So Rob has suggested to me that we charge 5,000 Rand for every new wealth engineer, because then they'll believe us. They'll take it seriously. Whereas here, we don't charge you anything, folks, and you get all of this as a wealth engineer. And as you connect people to us, guys, and you've got to go out and do the work of connecting people, as you connect them to us, some of them are going to catch the vision like you. They're going to become wealth engineers just like you. And when they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel begins. These individuals go out to do the same thing. Wealth engineers come from them, and we connect them to you as well. And this process repeats itself over and over time, across the nation of South Africa. And having built channels, having penetrated the market for us, you allow us, DuePoint, and DuePoint alone, to come along and facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel. Having done that, your income is born without you having to sell a single pot, a single pan, a single pill, a single toiletry, nothing. The job has been done by us, and your income is born. Now, guys, what's important to note is that this is genuine stuff here. We are listed. We're licensed, we're reviewed. We were sitting at the Direct Selling Association just this week talking about how compliant we have to be just to breathe in this economy. Because we're genuine, guys, because this is the real deal, it comes at a price. And that price, as I've said many times before, is your time. We are going to need your time. You cannot build wealth out of nothing. You're in the fortunate position that I'm not going to say, give me 10 million Rand and I'll create wealth for you. That's much harder, as you all know, because you don't have 10 million Rand. Here we say, just give us your time. We'll do two things for you if you give us our time. If you give us your time. Firstly, we'll create wealth for you. But secondly, in time, we'll buy your time back and show you what proper freedom is here at DuePoint. Folks, the process starts with us facilitating the purchase of our products. We've got 4 products. Our first is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan costs 324 Rand a month. And for that 324 Rand, you get 2 independent products. The first one is your very own tax-free investment account, and your second one is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand, just 100 Rand of your investment, of your 324 Rand, and we put it into your investment account. That means that every month you are now building an asset with DuePoint, even if you don't build a channel with us. That's an asset that you are growing for 324 Rand a month. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for 249 Rand, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Guys, we have an objective here of getting every South African into DuePoint. If we were to do this as a normal insurance company, it would be incredibly difficult. Why? Because we would have to vet you guys. We'd have to say, how risky are you? Where do you live? What sicknesses do you have? How old are you? Here at DuePoint with our Wealth Guard product, it doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter what diseases you have. There is no waiting period, and every single South African for 249 Rand a month can have 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover, which not only gives them that, but it means that they're in a position to start creating wealth for themselves and you through our system. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. Our Family Wealth Funeral Plan also comes with 2 products. Starts at 299 Rand a month, and you can start with funeral cover, 20 or 30,000 Rand, 5 or 10 additional family members, and the second product, 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. This means when the principal member dies, we settle 10,000 Rands worth of their debt so that you don't have to. Much better, I think, than the tent, the airtime, and the groceries. We would rather settle 10,000 Rands worth of that person's debt for you. Folks, our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month. For that, you get to be a member of our club. Membership means you have access to all of our suppliers, and we're always adding new suppliers to our list. These are suppliers that service us as a 7-decade-old insurance company. It gives you discounts, vouchers, account managers, you name it, you get it. VIP services, all sorts of things that you get from all of these suppliers every month. Guys, to get the maximum value out of our products here at DuePoint, I'm going to encourage you to jump onto our website or YouTube channel and watch the videos. If you want to know how we increase wealth by increasing earnings and decreasing expenditure, you're going to want to understand these products, and we got videos for you. Do not try and explain this to someone over the phone. We laugh, we do the test, we mystery shop you guys, and we call you up and we say, tell us about wealth points. And you sit down and you tell us some broken telephone version of nonsense. And you go, no, dude, just go to the website and click the review video, and it'll give you all the details 100% accurate every time. Remember, you don't have to do the work. We've taken that away for you. Now, folks, that leads us to the question of how would we normally have got you to get these products? Well, in the traditional insurance and banking space, what do? We advertise to you. Hundreds of millions of rands per company per annum, trying to run TV adverts, billboards, radio stations, SMS campaigns, Facebook campaigns, you name it, millions of rands a month trying to get you to connect with us. How do we pay for all that advertising? Well, we make you pay for it. You pay for it through your monthly payments, your banking fees, your funeral cover, your car insurance. 30 to 50% of those payments every month is our advertising cost for next month. You're paying for it. Now, at DuePoint, we don't advertise at all. Not at all. That's why you'd never heard of us before this evening. We don't run TV adverts or billboards, nothing. What we do is we use you. You are the vessel that takes the message of DuePoint out into the economy of South Africa. And when you connect individuals to us, we are now in a position to take all that money we were going to spend it on SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, we were going to spend it. But now we're in a position where we can take that money and redirect it to you and your channel. And we do that in two ways. First, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every month for every product paid in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment is made. Now, folks, that means that when you go out and you add a few people to your channel, a couple of wealth engineers, and they take their product and they make their payment, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product every month that payment is made. You are welcome to argue with me that there are websites that say you can earn more elsewhere, because you can't. Here, this is money that comes in every month. It doesn't matter how much they're going to pay you, 500 Rand, 1,000 Rand, 1,500 Rand, that's all once off. Here, it's every month, which means that 55 Rand per product is very quickly going to overtake it. You know what's beautiful as well? You don't have to go back and sell the pot again. You just don't. Here, it comes up every single month automatically, and your income comes in. Now, folks, these folks go out that you've added, they connect a few more people, and again, you're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand a month again. Look at this example. It's just an example. Add up the dots, and you'll see you're earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. You've done hardly anything. Yes, I know on the Facebook and Google, it'll tell you you'll be rich in 90 days. I'm telling you, do a little bit of effort, we'll get you up to $1,000 a month. Extra income, haven't quit your job, and you've now started to change things permanently in your life. Put a little bit more effort and time in, and all of a sudden you're earning on a far greater channel. You earn at a diminishing rate from 0.3 down to 0.8, but from 0.8 you always get 4% of R27.50 for every product payment on every point in your channel, no matter how big it is, as long as you qualify to earn. That means you have unlimited potential. How big is your dream, guys? How big is your dream? I haven't asked that question in a long time. Perhaps I shouldn't have forgotten to say it. But I was thinking about that to myself today. I had to do that short journey to Pretoria and back. You know, you have to fill up twice and get a visa, stamp it, fill up twice. One of those. Geez, Pretoria used to be 30 minutes away. Now it's about 4 hours away. Gave me lots of time to think. And I thought to myself, how big is your dream? People have forgotten about that. I think in South Africa, some people wish they could only earn 5,000 Rand a month. That's fine. That's fine. That fits into what DuePoint can do for you. We can fit 5,000 Rand a month in. But I think there are other people out there that want to earn 200,000 Rand a month. You'll be interested to know that that also fits into the DuePoint system. It fits right in, because there is no limit to your earning potential here at DuePoint. There's only a limit to your dream. And that's the limit you're going to put on it. We have to start thinking beyond our current set of circumstances. I heard a very famous wealthy guy say that he, many years ago before he was wealthy, had to change his mindset to say, I'm going to live as if I'm in the future already. And I'm going to make that future a reality by living it now. By living it now, changing the mindset to say, I am not stuck in my circumstances. I'm in a process of reaching my dream. Right now in South Africa, I doubt that most South Africans have the ability to process towards their dream. At DuePoint, we give you that process, and you have no limit to your dream with us. But you're going to pay the price of time. Time is the price here. What is that price? How big is it? Well, we ask ourselves that question quite often because we have people say to us, Brendan, how much can I earn at DuePoint? Well, it's time. We did 20 years worth of data. We did analysis on it, and we came up with what we believe is a very reasonable set of milestones with us and something that will be useful for you to understand the amount of time you're going to spend with us here at DuePoint. We call it the 3+2 growth rate formula. It's just a simple rate of saying how fast will you grow your wealth with us here at DuePoint, and it goes like this. In your first month with us, we give you the sole responsibility of connecting 3 people to us. 3 people to your first point. You've got an entire month to do it. 3 people. Then every month thereafter, your sole responsibility is to connect 2 more people to your first point every single month. It's every month after that. But it's not a big ask. 2 people. It's 1 every 15 days. Guys, this is not a large task. It's not something that we believe you can't reasonably do. Even if you're busy, even if you're important, even if you hold a very senior job, you can find 2 people a month and connect them. But it does mean you have to do it over Christmas. Yes. December is not an off month. You've got to add the 2. And over Easter, you add the 2. If you can do that and you pay this price of time, then we believe this is what you can reasonably expect here at DuePoint. 6 months, 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and we believe that you'll be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year of extra income. I know that you've seen the pictures of people in Ferraris and Range Rovers and telling you you're going to be rich in 3 months. If that was the truth, none of you would be here. Hey, none of you would be watching this evening. Yes, it's not true, it's not real. Here I'm going to be real with you. We create wealth, we know what we're doing. It's going to take you 6 months at connecting 2 people a month to get to 2,500 Rand a month. You can get there a lot quicker, just add more people. If you add 10 people a month, well, you'll get there in 2 months. But if you're adding 2, which is what I think most South Africans are capable of doing because of their time constraints, well, then you're on 2,500 after 6 months. If you can keep going, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, for a year, 1 year, this time next year, summer approaching, spring well into spring, well, then you can expect to be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. Now, let's be honest again. Everybody says, no, but I want to be rich and I want to be rich now. Okay, how would 10,000 Rand a month change your life right now? I think, as far as I'm concerned, everything changes. Everything changes with 10,000 Rand. I don't have to promise you the 100,000 Rand a month. I don't have to, because that's not what you need, that's what you want. Let's tick off the needs first. 10,000 Rand a month. Can you give us a year at giving us 2 people on your first point every month? Can you do that? Well, we find lots of South Africans can't. It's a very weird thing. We don't have a natural selection process here at DuePoint. We're not going to stand at the door afterwards and point to people and say, you're allowed to do it, but you're not allowed to do it. You're allowed to do it, but you're not allowed to. We don't do that. You do it for yourselves. It's the most interesting thing. People get excited. I mean, I haven't even got started yet here this evening. People are going to get excited tonight, walk out of here on fire, and then choose not to do it. Now, why do they? Well, what they do is they start confusing their responsibility here. What was the sole responsibility we give you at DuePoint? Your sole responsibility at DuePoint is just to connect people. It's not to care about whether they pay or don't pay. It's not to care about whether they duplicate like you and go out and do the same thing. That's not your concern. Your concern is time and numbers. You keep adding people. If you add time to that mix, look, a whole year, if you can add a whole year to it, those 2 suddenly find 1 or 2 guys that catch the vision and start building your wealth, while the rest don't matter. I'm going to show you some working examples in a moment. You have one responsibility at DuePoint. Do not confuse it, because otherwise it'll take your dream away with it. And that is just to keep connecting people to us. If you can do that for 2 years, we think you can reasonably expect to be on about 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 2 years. 2 years of labor. If you can do it for 2 years. Now, 30,000 Rand a month, I think we're starting to talk reasonable numbers now. Most people would say that that is definitely worth working for. It does put you in the top 30% of earners in the country. That's something you might not have known. Less than 30%, in fact, earn over 30,000 Rand a month in South Africa right now. Do it for 3 years, it'll rise to 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. Do it for 4 years, and it's going to rise to about 60,000 Rand a month. And if you can do it for 5 years with us, it's going to rise to about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. Now, that was 5 years, guys. It wasn't 5 clicks. It wasn't 5 weeks. It wasn't 5 months. Some of you, I think, have been here for 5 months and you're really going, I can't do this. You have to do this. You have to add time to the formula. It's the flask, the scientific flask. It needs the numbers and it needs the time. You put those two in. Can you do 5 years, 60 months? Because if you can do it and add 2 people every month for 5 years, you can reasonably expect to be on 80 to 100,000 Rand a month and be in the top 0.5% of earners in the country today. Again, I ask the question of everyone watching everywhere in South Africa, please tell me if you know of something else that will guarantee this kind of result for you in South Africa today. Is there something else? Is there something else? Is your job doing it for you? So because that's the other thing. People go, in 5 years, forget it. That's too long. And I go, that's interesting. How long have you been at your job for? 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 25 years? They didn't tell you, listen, 5 years you'll be on 80 to 100,000 Rand. They didn't say that. And you didn't expect it either. But here I say, pick this tool up. Pick it up. Give us 5 years. If you can pick it up and give us 5 years, you can reasonably expect to be on 80 to 100,000 Rand. What else have we got when you're sitting in that dark corner of your mind going, it's just me and I don't know what to do? Ask yourself, what else have you got if not for DuePoint right now? Folks, we put people on stage every month that are actually doing this. They've come to the conclusion, the correct conclusion, picked up the tool and started working. We put 2 or 3 people up, maybe 4 people up a month of the hundreds that we pay, just to demonstrate the whole spectrum of people earning here. Some doing badly, medium, and good. We put them all up. We don't hide anything from you here at DuePoint. We had Renee and Henny van der Merwe up. They joined us about 6 months ago. Did relatively nothing in the beginning. We were quite skeptical. Wanted to see that it was real, even though they'd seen me touch the building, etc., etc. And after a couple of months, they said, you know what, actually this does work. All right, we'll put some real effort in. And over the last sort of 2-3 months, I've really got serious about this business. And in a period of about 90 days, they've created an income for themselves of $1,600 a month. Well on track for that $2,500 after 6 months. Yeah, I know. According to Facebook, they should already be on their yacht in the Mediterranean. But in reality, what they've done is they've created a nice, stable, recurring income of $1,600 a month. They're now talking to loads of people. Remember I told you you've got to connect 2 people a month? They want to connect 8 people a week. You see, because it's real. They've gone, hang on, there are no other alternatives. Selling properties, not working in South Africa right now, you know. Crypto coins crashing badly, you know. Mining, left the country. You know, we don't have options left in South Africa. When you come to that realization, you also realize that this is the simplest task to create wealth in the country today. What are you going to do? Just connect people to us. That's it. And you start creating wealth. We put Donnie up on stage. Donnie's been with us for a good couple of years now. And we asked him, how did he get to 1,200 products so quickly? He got to 1,217 paid products in his channel in 16 months. That did one thing for him. It made him rank 9 in our training program. I want to talk about that a little bit more in a moment. We said, how did you do it in 16 months? To get to rank 9, to have that many products means you're earning 20 to 30,000 Rand a month. All right, that's awesome. Remember, I said it was going to take you 2 years to get to 27,000 Rand. 16 months and he's there. How did he do it so fast? He said, well, I got started. In my first month, I connected 1 person to my first point. 1. That's it. And 16 months later, he was on 1,200 products. What did he do after that? Well, it made him a believer. Connected 1, hey, I can do this. And he averaged 5 people a month thereafter. Now, 5 times 15 is a lot. It's like 70-something, okay? It's a lot, okay? But of the 70-something he connected, only 13 caught the vision. Only 13. And those 13 drove him to build a channel of 1,217 people and earning 20 to 30,000 Rand a month. Now, let's just think about that again. And I don't care who you are. If I said to you, go and find me 13 people and we'll pay you 20 to 30,000 Rand a month, would it be too much of an ask? No, I'm very important and very busy. It's for 20 to 30,000 Rand a month. It's for 20 to 30. Can you find me 13 people who get this business? Yes, you can. Everybody in South Africa can. It's been built in the South African context. We know what you can and can't do. And we put this in place to start setting you free. 16 months is what it took Donnie. Then we put another couple on stage, Patrick and Pumi, been with us for a few years, well beyond rank 9 at this stage. But we asked them, how did you get your first 1,000 products in this business? 1,387 products after 11 months. 11 months, guys. That's less than a year. Remember I said after a year you'd be on 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. This is 20,000 to 30,000 Rand a month in 11 months. How did they do it? Well, they got cracking. That's what they did. First month, they put 14 people on their first point. Then they averaged 8 people a month. You see, you got the full spectrum here. You're going to choose where you are in here. There's no deadlines, no timelines at DuePoint. You just get out there and do this business to the best of your ability. If you can do 8 people a month, then you can get there in 11 months. Now, that might sound like a lot to you, 8 people a month. When I asked you for 2, and Donnie was doing 5. Well, 8 people a month is 2 people a week. Can you connect 2 people a week to your first point? Again, we do not ask for unreasonable things here. What we ask for is your time. Put the time in, and we can change everything for you. Go to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, and you will see the testimonies of the people that have been on this stage over the last couple of years. We've been around a while now. Go and look, watch their stories. How, from all walks of life, they've picked this tool up and they've created wealth at different levels for themselves. What are you going to create for yourself? Well, you need to dream again. You are going to need to dream again, and then you're going to say, am I willing to pay the price of time to have that dream? Because I can have it at DuePoint. I can. I love it when people come after these presentations and say, no, I just need to go and think about it, do some more research. Holy smoke, guys. What more research? What more thinking? It's a yes and no answer. You're not dealing with some funny company somewhere. This is a listed 70-year-old insurance company. We're saying, we won't take your money. Relax. What we'll take is a bit of your time, and if you give it to us over 4 to 5, maybe 6 or 7 years, we can create a wealth that's with you for life. It's a yes-no, guys. Tonight, do the honor. Have the respect of the person who connected you to us tonight to say yes or no. Don't come up with some new excuse. Just say, I want to build my dream. I want to get there. Let's do this. Or I'm still in that dark place, and I have to come to the realization that there is no other option for me later. Call me later once I've got there. That's the choice we're set with here in South Africa at the moment. We've run out of time to have all the nice to haves. It's down now to the crunch in South Africa. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint, top to bottom. It's decision-making time. If you want to be a wealth engineer with us this evening or any other day, go to our website, DuePoint.net. You can see everything there. Videos, documents, full product documents there. Everything is there. Click the join or apply button. Fill out the form. It's a brand new application form. I think it takes less than 3 minutes to complete, 2 minutes, 39 seconds or something. And you are a wealth engineer, no money having parted from your hands, not a cent. This evening, you're a wealth engineer. And this evening, you can go out and start building a channel. This evening, and start building your wealth with us. No money having parted from your hands. If you're serious, get the tools, guys. You struggle with data, get the USB stick. You struggle with your phone is where all your business takes place at DuePoint. Get the backup battery. Get the business cards if you want to connect people faster. Buy the caps, the pens, the whatever. They don't make us money. They open up opportunities for you. They're talking pieces. Even the backup battery is a talking piece. Who's DuePoint? Where did you get that battery? Let me tell you how to create wealth. Click. And you are connecting people to us. Get the stuff. You can order it from our client service team as well, and we'll have it delivered to you. We're live and kicking on Facebook, guys. It is such an awesome place. If you want to see what we're doing in this business every day, make sure you log in once a day, every day, to DuePoint, and you'll see what we put up. We have another wonderful quote this afternoon right out of our client service team, because our client service team are working with you daily. Wonderful quote, but yesterday's video, awesome. Fridays. Did you guys forward it to Shadrach on Friday? I hope you tagged him in on it, because it was such an awesome video of Shadrach's on Friday. Go into our Facebook site and check it out. It's awesome. And then, guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where all of our video content is. That's how you know when we go live every day. It's free to subscribe. And then download our free app, guys. It's the tool you use for creating wealth here at DuePoint. You'll want it on your phone. Download it tonight wherever you are. Your training is on there. Personal documentation is there. Real-time access to your channel. Everything you need is on that app, so make sure you download it and you are live with us. Guys, keep updating it as well. We've been dealing now through the sort of funnier phones, the Mobicells and the Prestigios and the stuff I've never heard of before in my life. And we've got almost all 10 trillion phones working in South Africa. If your phone is not working, just keep looking for updates. Go to the Play Store or the Apple Store, and just every day just click an update. We're getting all of those phones online as well. All righty. Folks, we know that you guys may not know how to do this. One of the people's biggest fears is always like, I've never done this before. I don't know how to do it. No problem. Here at DuePoint, we've built a training program. We call it our XP Rewards program, where we teach you how to create wealth here at DuePoint through a series of steps and programs. As you complete them, we actually reward you. We reward you with what's called experience points, XP points. Those points accumulate. As they accumulate, naturally your channel's going to grow. And where you meet the two criteria of channel size and experience, we rank you up in the program. When we rank you up, we reward you. This is all about wealth creation here at DuePoint. When we reward you, it starts small and it gets big. How committed are you to your dream? We complete the small dreams early, we complete the bigger dreams later. As you start growing, you get a little bit of cash. You get more serious, the cash gets more serious. And then around rank 5, we start to give you tools, serious tools. Rank 5, it's an imported lightning memory stick from the US, filled with our presentations, downloads, tools, testimonies. You plug it in anytime, anywhere, and you are connecting people to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of imported business cards that you can use to connect people to DuePoint with. They're custom made, they are gold gilded, and they're the finest set of business cards in the country, and they're yours to be connecting people to DuePoint with. And then at rank 9, remember what I said about rank 9? We saw Donnie, we saw Patrick Pumi. You have to have over 1,000 paid products in your channel to go rank 9. When you do, and you have the requisite experience, we take you and your family away every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain that 1,000 channel size every year. 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. And like I said, with your family. Again, it's not one of those things that says, oh, we'll take you overseas. Should I list the locations I've heard of? No, I better not. I get in trouble. I'll take you overseas. Oh, you've qualified. Congratulations. You just have to buy the air tickets. Or it's just you. You need to pay for your spouse. Or it's just you. You can't take your children with you. No. Here at DuePoint, your whole family. And we go in December when everybody's on holiday and when it's hot and expensive. That's when we go. We're going on the 8th of December this year. We've been last year. We're going the year after, next year. And we go every year. And everybody who puts their heads down and gets to rank 9 is coming with. There's no timeline. People asked me before, what's the cutoff? There's no cutoff. If you make it to rank 9, you come. If you don't make it to rank 9, you go next year. You go next year with us. It doesn't matter. We go every year. You just build here. You build and build. And as your wealth grows, we reward you for that effort. Where else in South Africa today are you rewarded for your efforts like that? We want to see you joining us. We don't have to show you fake internet pictures and drawings. We show you what it looks like when we go away. I think Rob said something like 72 days or something now to the morning that we're going. 8th of December, our rank 9s are coming with us. Again this year. Heritage Ladelphia, 5-star deluxe, butlers at every room, ocean suites. Ocean suites, 2 meters from the sea. Oh, I don't have time, Brendan. I'm too important. People don't listen to me. Whatever all the things that we've heard. I know you're busy. I know this is hard. That's why we made it amazing. Get out there, do the hard work, put the time in, be amazing, and we'll change your life forever.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
me it's close. Donnie, it's close. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I'll be there. Of course, I'm paying. But I'm excited about it. Just a handful of days away, and we're going to be there. How quickly can you get to rank 9? Remember, you're paying the price of time. If you do 2 people a month, average 19 months. That's right. So I know that maybe you've been thinking through this presentation this evening, no, but it'll be different for me. Watch, I'll be 90 days. No, 19 months if all you do is 2 a month. But if you do it faster, Donnie, 16 months. Patrick Boomy, 11 months. It's completely up to you. What's the record? The record is this chap here, 5 months to rank 9. You are now in control. You are not in control at work. You know that. You cannot force a promotion. You can't increase your salary every month. Here, you're in control. Here, you make the decisions. Will you be medium, or will you be amazing, or will you be not at all? Those are decisions only you will make here at DuePoint. For those of you who are going to be amazing, you're going to push through. You'll get to rank 11. At rank 11, you get your own car. It's not branded, it's not financed, it's not rented through us, and we don't give it to you and then take it away, as we've heard elsewhere. No, this is your car, and you will use it to build your freedom here with us. That's 11 of 28 mapped ranks. That's the first third. You've got to ask serious questions. When you go, oh, this is so difficult, ask yourself the questions. How amazing is my dream at DuePoint versus what I can do without it? You've got to ask yourself that question. Folks, we're going to be taking DuePoint around the country. Starting next week, Saturday, we hit KZN Durban. Guys, I hope that you've booked your guests, your wealth engineers, your everything. Linda, you've got a big team watching us tonight and a new venue, I understand. I'm very excited about that. Make sure your guys are booked in. We've already got over 200 tickets sold for that morning. It is free tickets, so I should say booked rather than sold. Please get online and book what's left of the tickets now before you run out of seats on that morning. Guys, as usual, I say to you, it's not an introduction presentation. It is a showcase, so it's perfect for guests and wealth engineers, but it's not an intro. The intro will run as normal at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. Rob will be giving it. In fact, there's a development seminar at 9, so everybody should be tuned in anyway on that Saturday, wherever you are in the country. 9 o'clock for the dev, 10 o'clock for the intro, and I'll be in Durban at 12 o'clock. Be there or be square. It's going to be huge. What have they been saying? We're shutting down Durban. Blah, blah. All right, never mind. We will be there at 12 o'clock. We've got a great venue. The details are on your app and on our website. Book your guests there. Looking forward to seeing you there. 2 weeks later, we're in Port Elizabeth. 2 weeks later, Bloemfontein, Nelspruit, Cape Town on the 24th of November. Have you been booking your seats? Are you getting ready? This is going to be a nationwide demonstration of DuePoint and an opportunity for you to build nationwide wealth with us here at DuePoint. Folks, this Saturday morning we're going to start with our first change from Teamworks. We're going to start at 11:30 with now our fast starter training. So we've been doing Teamworks, which is a little bit general and stuff, and I was laughing on Saturday. I had a few guys kind of like dodging and diving me like, oh, Brendan, no, I'm sorry, I can't make it this morning. We are doing now training specifically on Saturday mornings for only those individuals who want to get there quickly. Everybody else who says, no, it's fine, I'll get there slowly, you don't have to attend. But on Saturday mornings, we're starting with our new fast starter guide and training at 11:30 every Saturday morning going forward. So I'm pretty excited to announce that. I think it's going to help us sift out those people who are very serious about this business. I'm excited to see who they are, and I'm excited to see where we take them with these Saturday sessions. They will be broadcast live as usual at 11:30. So if you've got people who are serious and want to get there quickly, tune in at 11:30 with us this Saturday. We're going to start really getting you guys flying with us. As I say, the rest of you don't have to come if you don't want to get there quickly. You're welcome to spend the rest of your life trying to get there. It's totally up to you. Guys, I think that you can see that we're dead serious about what we're doing here. We are looking for amazing people. We are. We believe that every South African is amazing. What we also believe is that most South Africans don't believe it. Here at DuePoint, we've put a tool in everybody's hands. It's already on your phone. You just don't know it. You go to the App Store, you download it, it's free, it's already on your phone. It's the tool to create wealth with us here at DuePoint. Now we put the decision in your hands. We've spent enough years trying to persuade people, we don't bother with that anymore. Now we just say, here it is. We don't believe there's another option. If there is another one, please tell me. I'd love to join that too, but we don't believe there is. Pick it up tonight. Put the time in and have your lives permanently changed. Guys, thank you for watching us tonight. We know we got a team in Pretoria under Donnie. Donnie, no one's got any excuses now. I did the work for you. Sort them out. Lindo down in KZN, keep up the good work. And the guys watching in the Eastern Cape and down in Cape Town, excited to have teams with you there too. Thanks for a great night, guys. I'm going to see you guys outside, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 12:15. Cheers.